Colleen, thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Very excited about this celebration for the Little Mermaid. How this project came to you, and how was it? How much excited were you to develop these costumes?
Well, came to me from Rob Marshall, who's the director, and of course the production company and everything. But I've worked with Rob before, so it was exciting to me to do a musical with him once again, but to have it set under the water and to create costumes both digitally and to make real costumes.
Where were you when the first Little Mermaid, the animated one, was released back in 1989?
In 1989, I was living in New York. I was working on a movie called Edward Scissorhands, and it was the year I moved to Los Angeles, so I remember the year very well. My daughter was about 3, so she was a big fan.
That's amazing. Oh my God, that's so cool. Also, you mentioned that you developed some of the costumes, and other part was CGI. How was that for you as a costume designer, you know, because you kind of, did you create like half of the costumes, or how does that work?
Well, I created all of the costumes. Some of them I created for reference for the digital artists. They could scan it and then input it into as digital art. And then I worked with the digital artist where we sat side by side and made the costumes digitally in his computer, which for him was an act of sainthood because he was very patient with me and all the things I changed all the time.
How was like the challenge one, or the most challenging one? Was the Ursula, the King Triton, Ariel?
I think probably the biggest challenge, and because it was probably the first one I started with, was Ariel's costume, because we really wanted to pay homage to the original Ariel, but make it different. We didn't want to use seashells on the bust, and we wanted it to feel like more the tail longer so it could move more gracefully in the water and things like that. So we began with her. So we developed different kinds of techniques for making scales and figuring out where the tail began and ended on her body, how to transition between a fish tail and the human part without it becoming like a weird scale creature. So we did a lot of development on her, so by the time we got the other things going on, we had a good starting point.
Yeah, I love her costume, Ariel's, and also Ursula. Can you talk a little bit about like developing those tails and everything that she did for that character?
For Ursula, I based it on real octopi skin, which is very textural and changes color in the environment. An octopus can go from red to blue, like depending on where it's hiding in the place. So I wanted Ursula's costume to be able to do that practically. So I used a layer of sequin material that's purple, and then I used laser cut leather on top of it that's black, because Rob wanted her to be black in the environment, and that's kind of the color that's her color, purple and black. And so I overlaid them, and then when she moves, you got a little kick of the purple. And then we really wanted to see her more in the caves and stuff, so we added the lights to give her a little sparkle and glimmer that way.
If you have to give an advice to someone that want to be a costume designer here in Hollywood, what advice would you give to that person?
Well, I think get ready to work really hard. I think you should take any beginning job that you can do on a movie, even if it's not particularly in costumes, just to see what it's like and to meet people and sort of expand your horizons that way.
You have a very exciting year. You have been Hustler, you have Beetlejuice too, and how excited for you and all these new projects that you have this year.
It'll be great to get the strike over with and start making movies again, because those movies were really fun to make.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet.
If you like to support or continue to support Jana on Camera, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the videos.